Welcome to our YouTube channel. It's another weekend for our weekly analysis where we talk about what I expect of the markets the previous week and what actually comes to fruition. Today's analysis will be what I will be using for on how I will be viewing the market from on the 12th of May to the 16th of May. Today's date is 10th of May 2025. Well, normally it's stated for on the 11th of May 2025, but I'll be somehow busy. That's why I have to do it now. So without wasting much of our time, let's look into the market. What was our target the previous week and what actually comes to fruition? So with our base weather, which is the DXY dollar index, I was watching the level 100 500. I've been on the level 100 500 for a while. 100 500. As of last week, I was interested in 100 500 and 101 big figure. So 100 500 has been delivered beautifully, while the high of that candle comes in at 100 862. That was so close to 101 big figure. So 100.862. Now going forward, I'll be with mine. I'll be expecting 100 500 to be able to hold the price for it to deliver 101 big figure. So my next target will be 101 big figure. As long as the 100 500 holds the price. So then I'll be watching the market gravitating into this level here. Gravitating into this level because this level there is a kind of volume imbalance and a liquidity void here. The same thing I shaded out in yellow here is the same thing I'm watching here. That was the main reason why I picked 100 500 and 101 big figure, because they fell into this level, and you can see the eye of this candle. The eye of this candle falls into that same level. So let's go to our GBP US, which is our cable. And cable, last week I was interested in the level, I think 1.31 thousand, 1.32 thousand, or 1.32 thousand and 1.31 thousand, if it gives us the opportunity, if it drops further. So 1.32 thousand was close and was tagged. 1.22 was closed. 1.32 thousand was closed and was tagged. So the moment it is closed, it has been taken. Okay, let me mark it out. So let me change the coordinates. Come up. Y 1.32 thousand, right? $32,000. Let's see. Was closed and was tagged. Nothing will stop it. Nothing will stop it. So 1.32 thousand was close, was so close, and it will be tagged. So that's why I said it was closed and it has been tagged, because it's already been tagged. As long as the market price stays below the consequence encroachment of that yellow box, it will be tagged and we'll be seeing 1.31 thousand. So the coming week I'll be sticking with 1.32 thousand as the low hanging fruit, and I'll be watching 1.31 thousand after that has been delivered. Then let's go to our Euro USD, which is our fiber. On fiber last week, I was expecting the market price to deliver the level one. I was expecting the market to deliver 1.1286, 1.1286 was the lowest hanging fruit. 1.12086. As long as the market price stays below 1.12757, 1.12757 was my resistance level. Let me do it this way. This was my resistance level. I was expecting 1.12757 to remain a resistance. As long as that remains a resistance to the market, then I'll be watching 120.86, lowest hanging fruit. 1.12086, which was the lowest hanging fruit. And the low of this candle comes in at 1.12120, and the next candle's low comes in at what? 1.11968. The low of this candle comes in at 1.12120, while the next candle, which is the Friday's candle, comes in at what level? Here. Oh. The low of that candle on Friday comes in at what? 1.11968. So the level 1.12086 has been delivered. So the next level I will be watching, I'll be expecting 1.12086 to serve as the next resistance to the price on fiber. 1.12086 should serve as a resistance that will lead us into 1.11000. That is 1.11000. 1.11000 is here. 1.11000 is here, and it falls directly into the buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency here. This is a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So I'm expecting the market price to come all the way and fill in this level and find its way into this weekly sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. That's a CB. This is a BC. This is a BC. Why this is a CB on the higher time frame. So I will be expecting 1.12086 to serve as the next resistance, and 1.12757 should be a stronger level, repelling the price from going higher. I think I'm clear enough. So on US 500, which is the S&P 500. S&P 500 last week I was interested in 5700 to 5800. 5700 to 5800. So the level 5700 was delivered, but the level 5800 was close. Level 5700 was delivered. So, and as long as the level 5700 has been delivered, then I'll be interested in the next level, which is the 5800. 5800. So I'll be expecting the market price has digged into this yellow box here. Let me stretch it out. The market price has already found its way into that level. Go silly here. So I'll be expecting the market price to be able to gravitate and roll higher. So the lowest hanging fruit now should be 5750 and 5800. So the coming week I'll be expecting 5750 to 5800 on S&P 500, and I'm interested in this high level here. So because that is where 5800 resides. That is where 5800 resides. So this thing is not well placed. Not well placed because it's a kind of volume imbalance there. That was a volume imbalance here. Yeah, that was a volume imbalance. So still expecting a movement into that volume imbalance. That will be around 5750, and the moment 5750 was able to become a support to the price, then nothing is stopping 5800 from being delivered. So that is that on S&P 500. Then let's go into our Dow futures. Dow futures last week, I was interested in the market price delivering 41,500 to 41,700. 41,500 to 41,700. 41,500 to 41,700. Seems all these lines here, they've been on my chart, and if you've been with me for a while, you will have known what every one of them simplifies, what they stood for. So I took 41,500 and 41,700 because I was watching the volume imbalance here. The volume imbalance here. The volume imbalance here. And you can see the market price dives into 41,700 here. You can see 41,700, 41,600, and 41,500. Those are my levels. 41,500 should be delivered up to 41,700. Is that a coincidence? No. It's just you knowing what the market price will do before it starts its movement. So the coming week, what will I be watching? I'll be watching how the market price will react to this other block here. This is another block here and here. Those are consecutive candle, bearish candle. So you cannot see this is the only other block. This and this is my other block on the larger time frame. So as long as 41,000, listen, as long as 41,000 holds the price, that means 41,000 is my next support level. I'm expecting 41,000 to serve as a support to Dow futures. Then it should deliver its way. It should find its way. I don't know how it wants to find its way. Just find your way to 42,000. So I will be interested in 42,000 the coming week. Between on the 12th to on the 16th of May 2025. This video is on the 10th and it's stated for on the 11th. So the market will open on the 12th, then to the 16th. So as long as 41,000, the market price does not go below 41,000. As long as it does not go below 41,000 here, I do not see a daily candle closed below 41,000. Then 42,000 is my next target. I think I'm clear enough on that as well. So let's go into our Nasdaq, US Tech, US 1000, US 100 or so. So on Dow futures, I was interested in 20,000, and the movement into 20,400 or 20,500 is what I am watching on the larger time frame. So the eye of that candle comes in at what level? The eye of that candle comes in at 20,252. 20,252. While I'm eyeing on the high side, I'm eyeing 2,400. So 2,400 to 2,500 remains on my radar, because this eye here is still left unvisited. This high here needs to be raided. Nothing, not even your selling pressure will stop it. Try and stop it if you can. Only if you can stop a moving train. So as long as you can't stop a moving train, you can't stop it. So 2,500 will be visited, guaranteed. Should I say 100%? No, but I'll say 99%. So I will be watching 20,500, 20,400 and 20,500 between 12th to 16th of May 2025. So then let's move into the next one, which is the gold. Gold last week. Gold has been bullish. Gold has been what? Has been bullish for a while. And I said I'm expecting the market price to find support around 3,400. Yes, 3,400. So 3,400 should hold the price. Then 3,200. So if 3,200 should hold the price, 3,200 should serve as a support with the price, then we should be able to see 3,400. Yes. If 32, this is 3,200. Oh, where are you? This is 3,200. This is 3,200. If the 3,200 level holds the price, that means if the market price does not find its way below 3200. That is, if 3200 serves as a support to the price, then we should be able to see 3400. Every video remains on this channel. None will ever be deleted. So, and as long as the market price have not found its way below 3200, that was why I was interested in 3400. I don't said the moment 3200 gives way, then we'll be dropping into 3100 up to 3000. So now what happens last week? The market price was unable to cross below 3200. It was the low of that particular candle that started on Monday, that started the bullish movement, was 3237.44. So the moment the market price was unable to break 32,000, then I was watching 34. I was watching 3400, which was delivered. 3400 was delivered. Is that a coincidence? It was called before it happens. So now, what is the next line of action? The next line of action is that the 34,000 level will be my next decision level. So the 34,000 level, if it serves as a resistance to the price, we should be able to see 32,000 and 31. We should be able to see 3200, sorry, and 3100. The level 3400, if it serves as a resistance to the price, that means the market price was unable to cross it. To the upside. If it serves as a resistance to the price, then I will be interested in 32,000, 3200 and 3100. If possible, into 3000. But the moment the level 3400 happens to be a support to the price, that is when the market price opens and it climbs its way and found itself above 3400, then I'm interested in 3600. I'm interested in what? 3600. But personally, that is my view. That is my personal view. When I caught 3500, I said, the moment the market price found its way into 3500, the market will relax a bit. So the market is in the relaxation phase on gold. So the level that was visited, which was 3400, will be the next level I'll be deciding on. If it holds the price and serve as a resistance, then we should be able to see 3200 and 3100 again. But if that 3400 becomes violated and the market price found its way above 3400, then we should see 3600. Nothing, absolute nothing will stop it. That is that on gold as well. Then let's go to our BTC USD. On gold last week, I said I'll be interested in 98,000 to 100,000. 98,000 to 100,000. As long as the market price stays above 92. 92,000. As long as the market price is above 92,000. 92,000, 90,000, and yes, 92,000 and 90,000. So as long as the market price stays above 90,000, I had been interested in 100,000, and presently it's trading at around 103,600 or thereabout now. So now, what will I do? I'm not trading BTC. Yes, personally, I'm not trading BTC, but I have students who trade BTC, and that is the main reason why I analyze BTC. So I have a level of interest here, extended to the right, which happens to be a CB here. It was a previous CB here. Sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. It has been efficiently delivered here. It has been efficiently delivered here. The only level left undelivered is a little tiny BC area here. Then let me change the color so that it will be more clearer. Change this. Okay, let's see this. Okay, I was saying the level I drew out was a CB here. It was delivered here. It got the buy side movement here, then it drops. Now this movement that is happening now, this was the target here. So definitely this level has also been efficiently delivered. So what will I be watching next on the so-called BTC? I'll be watching this high. This high is what I will be watching next. This high and this high. The level of those highs, the high of this candle comes in at 106, I think. Why popping up? 106, 430, 439 or thereabout. 106 level and what? 106 and 107. But I will be happy and I'll be glad if we should see 108,000 on BTC. If it's ready to move, it should move that much. As long as 100 remains a support to the price, we should be able to see 108,000 being delivered on BTC. As long as 100,000 remains a support to the price, we should be able to see 108. We should be able to see from 106 to 108. 106,000 to 108,000. I think that will be all for today. Thank you for coming this far with us. Thank you for being part of the family. We really love and appreciate you guys for coming this far with us. If you find this insightful, please like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for us to reach more audience. A quick disclaimer before I leave: everything in this video is for educational purpose and educational purpose alone. The fact that I put my money behind it, the fact that I trade real account, does not mean you should do the same thing if you don't have the knowledge. Trading the foreign market, the foreign exchange market, comes with a lot of risk, and you must know your risk appetite before venturing into it. Unlike what the social media portray that the forex market is a get rich quick scheme. The forex market is not a get rich quick scheme. Even the forex market is the hardest place to get free money. So if you have the mindset of getting rich quick in the forest, you just find yourself lost in the thick forest of the foreign exchange, which is the forex market. You find yourself lost in the forest of the forex. So thank you for coming this far. Get the necessary knowledge. It is not a get rich quick scheme, but as long as you stick to what you are learning and what you are doing, it is a must get rich scheme. That is forex for you. Thank you once again. Have a lovely weekend. Be safe and trade responsibly. Bye for now.